Hi everyone, I am Michelle Espinosa, aka Lady Stars and Fire, and this is our weekly Rune cast for August 16th until the 24th. I hope you're having a wonderful week. This week looks like it's going to be eventful, I'll say that much. To start off with, we are being given, right off the bat, the runes were speaking, and we were being, I can never talk. We were being given Ansus. I'm trying to make sure you can see it. That is coming in not rose quartz, in rhodonite. And rhodonite is for unconditional love. It is for love of yourself, love of others, grace, loss of anxiety. And Ansus is God, the mouth, or Odin, and it is in the air. It points towards communication, education, growth through knowledge, can transform us through inspiration, or it can confuse us because we let other people's thinking dominate our lives. Indicates the presence of a wise or intellectual person coming into your life, or a gifted person coming into your life right now. Communication, inspiration, enthusiasm, your true vision, the power of words. It points of communication and divine breath. Breath is the essence, of all things. Inspiration, song, poetry, music. Magical incantation, meaning magical words. Words are of power, darling. So watch your words. Make sure you're saying what you really want to say. Transformation through the Word of God. It is this ruined skill of language. Again, education, learning, intellectual achievements, dexterity, speech, verbal communication, exchange of views, and it is the intellectual gift. Then we are receiving Thorisaw. I think it goes that way. I want it upright. Thorisaw is Thorn, the giant, thunder and lightning, fire. It is also known as Thor's hammer. It points to that sudden or something or sometimes of a change. It can come across as a violent feeling, a violent change of events. It can be hostile. It can be aggressive. But it also indicates a powerful and stunning breakthrough. May show the presence of that violence or violent people during this breakthrough. It's events of powerful and compulsive nature. It is the talisman or the magical object. Principle of opposition, action and reaction. It can be a hostile, reactive force. Essential drive, thrusting or penetrating force. The catalyst for change, applied power. That mighty blow, Thor's hammer. A breakthrough, the breaker of the resistance. It can also show the warrior, the fighter, that great strength, that compulsion that needs to be mastered. It is that breakthrough against your unconscious forces. Regeneration, evolutionary change after crises. Conflict with your shadow self, though, in an externalized form is what this is showing. Those who oppose us, remember, are also our teachers. Magical weapon, the talisman, the hammer of Thor. Now, to go with that, I was getting earlier this, when I was doing the reading before I came out to do the video for you, I am getting Manaz, but I'm getting it in reversed. And I'm also getting Dagaz. These two are coming in a much lower vibration. Now, see, I was thinking that this might have had to do with next week or really late in the week, but what I'm realizing is they're actually going with Thorsaw. What it's coming down to is, see, in some of these changes that are going on, we're having that shadow self conflict. And what they're trying to say in this is, some of that self-love you're giving yourself, you might be giving yourself a little bit of false love. You might be, the best way of putting it, you might be a little in your feelings in a bad way, or not getting the true perception. You might be creating a little bit of a delusion for yourself. You might be not receiving the proper patterning. Your mind might not be looking at stuff right. See, when you put them together, what I'm getting is that enlightenment of light and dark. But you might be talking yourself into some of that dark side a little bit more than the light side. You might be a little self-delusional about some stuff, or you're not getting true perception of something. You might be blinded to the truth, so to speak. Having a little bit of despair in some situations. Relationships with others. Some of these might be coming in on that low down, deep in your feelings, and you might be looking at stuff in the wrong way. And it's important that you know that, because if you're being told already that you might be viewing something in a bad way, and you're not seeing the true perception of it, or false perception, then at least this tells you back up a little bit. And remember, last week I said quiet like the mouse. You can learn things by being quiet, by taking yourself out of center stage. So that has a little bit to do with all of this right now. So yes, there's going to be some major changes, and that hammer of Thor, it's kind of like coming down, and that breakthrough is happening. But at the same time, don't give yourself that false perception, because you're not viewing it properly. You're kind of only seeing what you want to see. You might need to step back and take a good look. Then I'm getting Kenez. This one is coming in an awareness. It is Howlite. It's awareness, it's spiritual, and it's also very calming in energies. Kenez is the torch, the craft, and it's cunning. But it is what you manifest. It is your character. It is your personality. It points to matters of your creativity or your personal craft. Shows the natural ability through your own skills and your own efforts. But it can indicate that there might be problems with balance, which is what we were just talking about. Some of that light and dark might be coming in. Or maybe you're not giving yourself enough rest or playtime. You need balance, honey, in order for creativity to work well. Results, I'm sorry, that was just what I was talking about. Symbol, rule, ruin of skill. It is craft, techniques, and it is also of sexual practices. It is your ignition button. It is creativity expressed in form, controlling us through our inspiration, our knowledge, and our capabilities. Craft skill, craft guides, analysis, the forge of our own human endeavors, shaping and the reshaping of our present. But it is also transmutation through heat, being that it's a fire element, so it will also deal with those that we love, our children, or sexual creativity. So it could be in between any of those three little bit of areas. Now, lastly, but definitely not least, is the power of Feiwu. Is it showing? Yeah, the power of Feiwu. And that is coming in truth and honesty, honey. That is Amazonite. Feiwu has a lesson to teach when it comes. It is possessions, your cattle, your wealth. It is the food chain. The relationship with the food chain, the humans. It is the recycling of energy. It is what must be circulated. it is something that you must guard, but you must not hoard. It is receiving with thanks and humility. The prosperity, so to speak, that comes with Fei Wu, you got to look at it in a different way, babe. It's when we look at money, we think of I just want the green money. Well, it's not like that. When they're saying your riches to you, Fei Wu isn't talking about money. It is talking about that regarding and understanding of that circulation in this whole world for yourself as well. Wealth is what I'm trying to get at. Wealth is knowledge. Knowledge then can become power. Power can then become prosperity and money. But it must start with knowledge. So as you use your knowledge to bring you this wealth, all the rest will start to abundantly come in. But you need to be honest with it. It is karma. It is fulfillment. It is your satisfaction, your rewards received for what you've put in. But it is protective. And it does bring good fortune. And it is of good luck. It's relationships. The need of honesty in this area. Clearly define exactly what it is that you desire, my darling. And then when you get it, don't be afraid to share it. It's always about circulation. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope everything works out for you. And like I said, we all have our times we get into our feelings a little bit. Just don't let your feelings take you in a negative way and stop you from bringing all the good to you. If it's not really that important to you, just get out of your feelings right now. There's plenty of time in the world to get in your feelings later. If it's not going to work to benefit you right now, get out of your feelings. Hugs and kisses in the wind, darling. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope that all of the changes coming your way are doing you wonderful, beautiful things for your life. Whether they're relationships or of just what you want in life in general. Bye, everyone.